Let me see if I can find this picture.
Oh, I'm muted still. Hello, everyone. Hello to all the channel members, of course. Lydia, Agent Redbeard. I'm not gonna read that out loud. Brian, it's your boy. Go fuck yourself. Looks like that's all it's here so far. Anthony Nelson, $10 dono. Let's go. We'll give that a thumbs up there. Appreciate you, Anthony. Do you go by Tony or just Anthony? John, check the Twitter chat. I sent you something interesting. How's everyone doing?
It's going to be an ass pick.
No.
Don't do it.
Apologies for not being around last week. I was watching the Royal Rumble, and it wasn't great. It wasn't great.
How was that Hulk Hogan fight in that Royal Rumble?
Here's my new idea. Because Cody decided to be the ultimate bitch and be like, hey, you know what, guys? I don't want to face Roman now. Here's The Rock. So The Rock's going to be like, hey, pal. What's up, Chris? He's going to be like, hey, pal. All right. The women's one was good. He's going to be like, hey, pal. I need someone to have my back, brother. Because, you know, that's how Roman always wins. And he got Hogan. Corey McIntyre, $20 Canadian. Yo, what's up? What is good, Corey? Good to see you, brother. Hope all has been well.
I think it's possible that Hogan just isn't doing it because he might get hurt 30 seconds in.
Go through a table, and then that's it.
CM Punk got hurt, and, you know, what are you going to do?
Isn't Hogan like 70, though?
Yeah, but he's not a bitch like Punk is.
Damn.
He is, like he is racist, though. I mean, there is that aspect that he is a racist.
That's true.
I mean, just that small aspect.
What would you rather deal with, a racist or a bitch? See?
I mean, they're kind of like both bitch. They're like the same thing. Most racists are bitches, so I mean, like, I would probably say they're the same.
Okay, that's fair. How's the book, or any news on the book? Yeah, I'm waiting on stupid Jason to start designing stuff. I'm still waiting to hear back from a couple of people, but it's mostly done, honestly. At least from my perspective, it's mostly done. As far as like the writing and stuff is concerned, I get very impulsive, and like if I want to do something, like I'll do it, and I won't stop until it's done.
Cover's still waiting.
Yeah, well, he's like outsourcing it to someone who helped him with the first book that I didn't know existed. And so he was like, do you want to just talk directly to her? And I was like, no, that's stranger danger. I'm good on that. So he's going to be like the liaison. DC Fat Cat, what are you using your tax return on? What the fuck is a tax return, pal?
Seriously.
Yeah, that doesn't exist in this world, unfortunately, but it's okay. Thank you for being a member of the army for 18 months. Varang says Nin 10 Do YouTube Burrow. All right. I'm not sure. Is there an unknown borough in New York that I'm unaware of?
The Utah borough?
Okay. I think Edge does play some character in that. Now Spawnwave isn't getting a free copy of the book. Fuck him. He can buy
me.
Well, yeah, you can because you contributed.
Yeah.
I give all the contributors free copies. I talked with the publisher. I don't think I'm gonna do it though, because like they're like very professional and I'm not. And like,
so does that scare you?
A little bit. And it was like they were like, well, you know, we have, you know, I told them, I was like, yeah, you know, I wrote most of the stuff already. I'm waiting on my designer to start working on it. And they're like, oh, well, we have our own team of designers and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, cause Jason, I could just be like, hey, this looks dumb. Fix it. And then like, he'll go and fix it.
Well, a lot of the books we looked at with them were kind of like basic. So like,
there's not
just use your own stuff.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
So, I mean, it was nice to chat with them, you know, kind of get my name out there and I guess like that community, but you know, Josie wasn't alive when them games came out.
Ooh. If you have previous save data from Final Fantasy VII Remake, you get Leviathan as a summon. It just unlocks from the save data.
In
They have like
Rebirth?
video of it. It looks cool. Yeah, in Rebirth, it looks cool. They have it over on Final Fantasy VII Remake's account right now. They just put it up at 10.
Nintendo's
They'd be spoiling too much stuff, so I tend not to watch
cool.
everything.
Oh, Leviathan looks cool though.
Nintendo's dog just defecated everywhere. That's the worst. I remember when I lived in a house with a couple friends, one of the dudes had a dog, and like that motherfucker loved me because I was like the only one that was nice to him in the house. And like, I swear, at least once or twice during the week, like my housemate would fucking sleep in and not take him out, and I would come out of my bedroom door and there would just be a steaming pile of shit there, and I'd always leave it. Sometimes, like once or twice, I did step in it because I wasn't expecting it. But then when I kind of learned that, you know, the dog's gonna shit in front of my door probably, I would just like step over it and leave it and like text them and be like, hey bitch, your fucking dog shit. That dude used to run away all the time, too. He was a wild dog. I am a dog humanitarian. I like dogs more than I like most people. I don't really like people, for most part. Sometimes I'd let him sleep in my bed, too. I did not play Persona 3 Reload. I know John and OJ did.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, I'll choose a dog over John any day of the week.
You just play N64 wrestling games all the time, Sean.
No. I played Call of Duty today. I played Forza today. What else did I play today? I think I played something else. Switch Realm, $4.99. Dono. Little something for the homie because I haven't been able to catch you live. Love you guys. Thank you, Switch Realm. I've been, honestly, like, I haven't streamed a lot lately. I kind of want to get back into the groove, though. I don't know. Because my sleep pattern is now kind of destroyed again. Where it's like, I won't fall asleep till like 4 or 5, and I'll sleep till like noon. So I don't know. If I'm up, I might as well do something, you know, productive. That was like last night. I was taking my bath. I'm like, I'm going to go to bed early. And then I started stewing about the video I made. And then got into bed. About to fucking turn on Jeepers Creepers 4. I'm playing Call of Duty. And I guess, motherfucker, I am not playing Pal World. I have uninstalled Pal World, pal. Don't like it.
What's the Pal World hate around here?
I don't like the game. And it's fine if you do, but I don't.
You played it for like, what, 3 hours?
Yeah. Chris, member of the RGT Army for 14 months. Appreciate you, broski. Medallion, RIP Carl Weathers. Yeah, that sucked. He's awesome. Rocky, Predator, Assault on Devil's Island, starring Hulk Hogan and Carl Weathers and Shannon Tweed. The world just lost another Hulkamaniac. It's a damn shame. But no, it was funny. I actually saw him in a commercial yesterday with Gronk. What was it for? Uber Eats?
Like a FanDuel.
Oh, FanDuel? Okay.
Yeah.
Did they ever say what happened to him? Like, was it heart related?
No, they didn't say yet.
Because he still looks in good shape in that commercial. Chris, $5 dono. Sorry for being quiet the past few weeks. Had to work through some personal things. Thank you for your personal videos. They really do help. No problem, Chris. Hey, everyone has to, deal with shit in life. It's cool, dude. You just gotta, gotta handle it. You gotta make the best out of the situation and keep on keeping on. But I appreciate you, brother. The Casual Noob Gamer, RPG85. What is your favorite Persona game waifu? I like the one that's not in high school. That would be my favorite. Maybe a teacher, something like that. A cafe owner, a barista.
Barista. That's crazy.
They got baristas in that shit, right? Jazzman, appreciate you. Welcome to the army. What is my advice? What to do if the dog is staining the couch with all colors? You might need a new. I mean, what kind of material are we talking here? Is it leather couch, pleather couch, cloth? They got some shit you could like spray on it. Odor be gone or something. Why don't you take that dude out though? He obviously had to shit. Were there not warning signs? Usually they start, coming up to you looking all weird. They'll go to the back door, start looking at the back door, maybe scratch at it a little bit. Or was this an unprovoked fecal event?
What?
Grandma's good. I saw her. What was it, last week? I found out my fucking mom is coming in town next week because my grandma's having like a Super Bowl party.
Yeah, you got to get the Super Bowl party going.
Yeah, well, grandma's doing it. And now my mom's like, well, I think I'm coming for it. I bought tickets and I was going to cancel, but I think I'm going to come. I was like, all right. But I was going to stay the night at grandma's.
Tickets to the game?
No, tickets to come up here, stupid.
I was going to say, tickets to the game are crazy expensive right now.
No, tickets to come up to grandma's Super Bowl party. But like, she says she's staying because she's staying there. I was like, well, I was going to stay the night Sunday night. I was like, I'm not sleeping on that fucking army cot thing. Like, you are smaller than me. You were not planned to be coming to this event. I was planned to be at this event. I should have priority of the bed. And you know what? Her new husband agrees with me. I like him. He's a good guy. I don't have a Purdy jersey. Fuck Brock Purdy. I hope he gets...
Why do you not like Brock Purdy?
I don't like white guys.
That's not true. You love Hogan.
He's more of a rich mahogany than a white guy.
You liked Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he's all right. I like DeVito more though, because DeVito's an Italian. No, my grandma has like this like love seat that like rolls out into a bed, and it's not comfortable. And I'm not.
He doesn't like him because he's Purdy's doing really well when he shouldn't be.
Well, he's
good.
He's doing well because he has good weapons around him.
See,
that's how most good quarterbacks do.
And I'm
they
not
have good weapons around them.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. Sorry, the FBI asked me to ask you about waifu teens. It's fine. I'm clean with that. No, my grandma only had 2 kids. I don't think she was a freak. She was a school teacher.
Have you seen news reports about what school teachers do? Could be a freak.
But I mean, she was like no. Did I say she was a school teacher?
Yes.
I think she was an assistant at a school. I don't think she was a teacher. But she was like an immigrant. Yeah, she making pizza. There better be like at least 5 of them joints. My cousin's bringing Chinese food too. That's another thing. My mom's all this vegan bullshit now. She's like, well, when you give your cousin the order for the Chinese food, you have to ask for a vegetable plate. I was like, she knows I don't want a fucking vegetable plate. She knows I want sesame chicken and fried rice and boneless spare ribs. She's going to ask questions because it's like a surprise thing. It's a surprise thing, but she's telling grandma.
No General Tso's?
No. I like I like sesame chicken. That's my favorite. Hairline Almighty, $2 dono. Appreciate you, broski. Did you see DSP's latest meltdown? Go Argentina. Okay.
That saga is freaking funny.
I'm unfamiliar, so enlighten me.
So essentially, back at like last year, he had like a big stream, and he was getting all these gifted subs, right? And like
I heard about that.
50 edit, but then he found out like the revenue, like he wasn't making any money off of it. So somebody found a loophole within the system to like, I don't know, you change like your VPN or something to Argentina, like you just start gifting subs, and you could pay like $1, like a couple pennies, and gift like crazy amounts of subs. So they've just been doing that, and it completely jacked. Like he doesn't put his he usually has like goals, like, hey, I want to hit this many subs. He just removed it because he's like 2,000.
But I mean, something's better than nothing. Shit.
No, it's like pennies. It's like barely anything. It's not even like it's like $1 or $2 or $3. Dude, it's like pennies. It's like legitimately pennies. So everyone's like gifted. Like everybody has a sub.
That's funny. Don't do that on this channel, though. I'll fucking kill you. With kindness.
He has a sub. And like he's like, dude, nobody's re-upping their subs because everybody re-ups.
That's gotta be rough. Because he always
sucks,
relies
dude.
on subs too. Like
he's always begging.
Yeah.
He's always begging. Like he's
like,
always
you can't
saying, guys,
just
it's
rely
not
on one major thing. You gotta.
He's always, but he has like multiple channels, and like they do it on all. Like he has like a react channel, he has like a throwback channel. They do it on all his channels, just like to mess with them, because he just begs so much. And like I see the clips and everything, and it's like guilt tripping. And like his audience, they're not normal people.
Yeah, how do you donate to that man? Like, it's so crazy to me.
People think, they're just no. A lot of these people, man, they have mental issues. One guy was like homeless and was like, "Hey, man, I don't have much for myself, but I'm gonna give some like to you." There's like crazy racists, some like people that are racist, and like he unbans them and says, "Hey, man, I told you about being racist. You can't be racist anymore, but I'll give you another shot." Like he has like crazy racists in his chat. He like, gives like racists like multiple chances, like, "Oh, because you support me," Like it's
he's kind of racist. Have you seen his clips?
He is kind of racist, but he says that that's not him anymore. He tries to not.
Right,
but yeah,
of course not.
He's in the past he has, but obviously like he's tried to. Obviously he's not like hardcore racist.
He's tried to keep it off the camera more.
Yeah, tried to keep it off the camera. It's tough for him to keep stuff off camera. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got a history of that.
Maniac. The DSP saga.
Yeah, so his whole audience, they're legitimately, they have mental issues, like a lot of his audience does. And if you watch a stream, like his streams suck. Like I'm not even trying to be mean or anything. Like his streams are ass. Like it's not entertaining.
I once was going to watch one of his streams. It was around when a little after when he was on Side Scrollers and did that interview.
Oh, that was awesome.
It was. And I was like, you know what? I've never really watched one of his streams. I'm going to watch one. So I put one up in the background while I was playing something. And the first 30 minutes of the stream was him just like setting up like that would be like if we went live for 30 minutes and I didn't read anything in the chat and I was just like, well, here's what's going on tonight, like just explaining things and what things are going. It's like, bro, play the fucking game. I want to see you play a video game. I don't care about how many memberships you got left to hit. Like, it was horrible. Necro Banana $2 says DSP deserves that and more.
Yeah, I tuned into one of his streams too because I was super late to the DSP thing, but I found the Side Scroller podcast and I watched that and I was like, this guy is just a train wreck, but it's kind of entertaining, right? So I'm like watching all this stuff, and then I was like, oh, I'll check out his stream. He's live right now, and he's literally, guys, I'm so disappointed in you. I need this money. You don't want me to live. You don't want me to pay rent. What is going on? You guys hate me? And it's like, and then his whole chat is like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And like gifting him all these things. So it's like,
and the funniest thing is like the bank leaks that came out. Cause he had a bankruptcy.
Right.
So like the bank leaks came out and it's like, dude, he's just spending his money on microtransactions on WWE champions. Like, that's not a joke. It's not like it's a lie. He's legitimately spending it on WWE champions, microtransactions, DoorDash, and like spending crazy amounts of money on DoorDash. And he's telling people, I need money. He's spending it on DoorDash, on pies, on going out to eat. He's spending like almost $1,000 plus on groceries for 2 people from Fred Meyer's. Like, his bank leaks came out, and he's trying to say, "Oh, it wasn't his." He tried to say he's a liar. It is because it's such a liar because it all lined up to where he lives in the area that because he's been doxxed. So it all lines up to where he lives, where he goes to, where he says he's going to on his days off. The days line up with the bankruptcy that he had. So it's just like. Like I said, he's a notorious liar. Like, listen, everybody says things every now and then, but this dude is a liar in terms of what he's doing. Like the WWE Champions thing was like the biggest, because like he wouldn't tell Studying Greg, like even behind the scenes, like, hey man, this is my account. He wouldn't tell him, and that's his account. That's still spending crazy amounts on microtransactions, by the way.
Necro Banana with $5. Shout out to WWE legends carrying DSP through life. Help my boy RGT with his back taxes. I'm good on taxes. I keep up with that shit. As unfortunate as it is. Jake, $5 dono. Hello, lads and lass. RGT, how do you feel about The Rock stealing Cody's spot at Mania? I mean, it's as simple as Cody is a clown. He looks like a bitch. And that's the best way to describe it. He's like, I want that belt. I want to finish the story. But not at WrestleMania. Here's The Rock instead. It's like, what? What benefit does that have for you, for your story? This has nothing to do with that man. The reason they did it is because I think this was a 4D chess move. Because the live crowd would, ate up The Rock. But the online crowd was kind of like, we wanted Cody and Roman. So now that there's this discourse around it, that's what people are talking about. You got to remember, The Rock is now a member of the TKO board, which owns WWE. WWE is in very hot water right now with that entire Vince McMahon situation, and they're getting all this negative press. I could see The Rock, because, his roots are in the carny industry of the wrestling industry, being like, hey, look, I'll do this thing with Roman. People will get pissed off that, I took Cody's shine or whatever away from him, that we're not going to do this at WrestleMania, but they'll be focused on that more so than on the McMahon thing, because it's the internet and, everyone moves on to the next big thing that they want to, be upset about. And I really think that that's what this was. And if not, holy fuck, they read the room wrong. Necro Banana with a $5 donation. My apologies, RGT. Shout out WWE Champions and DoorDash carrying pig nose. May 672 give him half his disability check again. I would feel kind of grimy stealing, taking someone's disability check. But who am I to question how you spend your money? I'm not a wallet watcher, pal. Chris, do you think, member of the squad for 17 months, appreciate you, broski, do you think McMahon will might eventually go to jail? They're saying more women might come out soon. Yes, I do. And the reason I do is because I feel like this extends more so than just a civil case, which is what the initial thing was. You got to remember, the Fed's conviction rate is like 99%, right? We can all agree on that. The Feds are coming after you. You got a case. 99% chance that they're going to get you. But they failed one. And it was Vince McMahon in the early 90s with the steroid trial. Now, if you think the Feds were just going to be like, oh, we fucked that up. We didn't get that, but that's fine. We'll move on from it. Hell no. They have been looking at that man under a microscope ever since they dropped that initial case, because they want to get their man. So yes, I think he might, it might be a Jimmy Snuka situation where he passes before, the shit really hits the fan. But if it gets to that point, I do believe they'll hold him to the flames. David Lopez, $10 donation. Sean, thank you for the donation, by the way. Sean, I think you made the right call to not consider yourself a Nintendo YouTuber, as Nintendo is now silencing people on the internet from mentioning Pal World. I did see that. Yeah, and fuck Diddy, too. I did see that, but I didn't really look into it. I know it was like Japanese. What's up with that? Is that an actual thing?
Yeah,
or?
There's one person who's saying that it's not Nintendo. It's apparently the Pokemon company in Japan with celebrities that they have ties to for business or work. It's not just anybody, YouTuber or anybody. That's insane. I work with Nintendo. I stream Power World all the time. So that's definitely not true. Just everybody, no. Apparently there's some celebrities that work with the Pokemon company that they're saying, hey, since there's potentially looking into legal copyright, don't mention or don't talk about Power World. So yeah, I think he was I think that person was kind of joking. I don't think he was serious with that comment, because he obviously saw the story and it had nothing to do with Nintendo and us over here. It was Japanese celebrities that work with the Pokemon company.
Yeah, that to them. Yeah, that kind of. If you're working with them, you don't want to. But if you're working at Burger King, you ain't trying to be like, hey, try this McDonald's burger. It's fucking great.
Yeah, and on top of that, what's it called? Like even like some of the biggest PokeTubers, like Philly Beats You. he's huge. He's right in line with the Pokemon Company. He, he goes to events with them and all that, and he plays Power World, and they still send him stuff and all that, and he talks about it all the time. So yeah. I think that was a joke, though. I don't think he was serious. That person that asked that.
I don't know, because news outlets were picking it up.
They were picking it up, but it was. I mean, if you read the article, it was.
Oh, okay.
It had nothing to do with everybody and YouTubers as well. Like anybody even considers themselves a Nintendo YouTuber. Like that has nothing to do with. You can call yourself a Nintendo YouTuber and not have any real like ties in terms of like working with Nintendo. Like Nintendo doesn't pay me anything. They don't do. I mean, like they don't do anything. I can say whatever I want. I can play whatever game I want.
Hashtag free game.
But this was like celebrities. In Japan. That work with them with certain things, right? Whether it'd be like paid advertisements or deals or things like that. So that's what I read into, but it didn't extend to the US and YouTubers. Like, no, that sounds ridiculous considering how much, other Pokemon YouTubers are literally playing Power World and Pokemon Company still working with them,
That was Usher Outlaw Farmers, unless it was also Mace, but I'm not familiar with that. I know Diddy had Usher when he was a minor, like living with him. Yeah, Murder Mace. I don't think he was. Shut up, Pedro. De Paula. Josie, what are you drawing over there? The floor is yours. Feel free to show us.
Got your
full
I'm not
screen.
drawing.
What are you writing? Let's
Really?
see.
I'm writing notes for my science class.
Okay. So
There we
kids
go.
still use pen and paper, huh?
It makes me retain the information more,
Okay.
So
Right. Floor's off you, or is it?
Just you fit right in on the in the 90s.
yeah, I mean, contrary to popular belief, people do still use it.
John, when's the last time you used pen and paper?
Earlier today.
What'd you think about that video I sent you? While you ponder that, Jake, $2 dono. How long do you all spend on editing your videos? It definitely depends what type of video it is. Not all videos are created equal. And honestly, if I feel it's a bigger project, I'll give it to Brett to make him earn his paycheck. Because sometimes I go weeks without sending him anything, and he's like, send me something to do so I'm actually earning this money. I'm just like, if I get around to it.
Yeah, it looks good, Sean. Just make that happen.
I think I will. Did you hear it? You gotta hear it too.
Yeah, sounds good.
So good. Yeah, so I mean, like an average news video, I can crank that bitch out in no time.
That's cold, Sean?
That's cold start, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was good.
All right, peeps, I am starving. I'm
All right.
gonna go eat.
Okay.
Take it easy, homies.
See you later.
Josie, were you ever in the Pen 15 club?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Well, you gotta
It's
write
very
it.
exclusive.
It is pretty exclusive.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Write down Pen 15, like pen and the number 15 on a piece of paper.
I kind of don't want to. I feel like this is a bad idea.
No, just do
write,
it.
Just write on your forehead. Just do it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm okay. It takes me like a long time to edit my videos, depending on what they are.
But you also do like I'll be honest, I fucking hate editing videos. It is the bane of my existence. So I try to wrap that shit up. I don't want to see my face. I don't want to hear my voice. Get it done. Get it away from me. But that's just me. Like, there's lots of members of the Pen 15 club. Sellout, $5 dono. Appreciate you, broski or brosket. When are you doing a Who the Fuck is Josie? Whoa, that's a good idea. I need to do that again. I need to see. I get scatterbrained sometimes if you haven't picked up on it. Because Who the Fuck was going to be transferred into. I wanted to do a bunch of wrestlers, and I had some people lined up, and then I just kind of lost touch with some of them, and they lost touch with me, and then I just let it die again. Because it was a complete reboot, or was supposed to be with Stevie. But yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I'm down.
How come we all hate hearing our own voice? Because you always hear your voice. When you hear someone else's voice, that's a different voice than yours. No, I can't do that live, pal. That's got to be researched by me. Got to come up with important questions. John, how are you celebrating 40 years of Hulkamania this year, pal?
40 years?
40
Since
years.
what? Since he debuted or since he slammed Andre?
Neither. Since he won the belt from the Iron Sheik at Madison Square Garden. My 40th anniversary shirt just came in today, fresh from the WWE shop. I ordered 2 shirts and I only received 1.
When are you showing the Hogan room? Are you showing the Hogan room for the 40 years?
Yeah, I'll do that. Well, I mean, the technical, the date is already passed. I believe it was January 23rd, but I'll still do it this year sometime. It's almost at a spot where I'm like done with it.
I was playing Need for Speed Underground 2 on the Retroid Pocket, the 4 Pro.
Oh, when'd you get that?
The other day. It's actually really nice.
Yeah,
Like it plays PS2 and GameCube pretty well.
Upscale or no?
2x. So I try to push it up to 720p for the screen. But it plays it well. Like I have it plays Wii pretty well too. I really just wanted it for GameCube and PS2.
How much is it?
200 for the Pro. The regular one's 150, but like when you go to the Pro, you get twice as much RAM. It's 8 gigabytes, and then the GPU and the CPU are like significantly more powerful.
I got that
up to
that new console in from Kinhank. I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna fuck around with it tomorrow though.
Nice.
And start messing with it. They wanted me to do something by the 15th. They say it could go up to like 4x upscale on PS2 and stuff, so we'll see. I think it's $329.
Yeah, so I got my GameCube stuff going on there. Look at that.
What does it run? RetroArch?
I have Dolphin, and then I think for PS2 I have Aether. Aether, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that. You can install it's running Android, so you can install RetroArch if you want. But I would just bought it for these 2. Although it has DuckStation and it has
It's not preloaded though, right?
PP on it. You can preload the emulators, but I went around and got the updated ones just to make sure it was right.
Well, if you're playing PS1, you need to be using DuckStation.
Yeah, I got DuckStation on here, but I have the other handheld, the small one, the one that's like in the right aspect ratio, the Miu Mini. No, the other one, the Ambernick one, I think.
Yeah, but you can change the resolution on that, can't you, to 4:3?
On this one, yeah, but I like that smaller one for the PS1. That one's actually pretty nice for that. The D-pad I think's better. The D-pad's not as good on this one. It's like a clicky D-pad kind of.
Necro Banana with $2. I got a Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. It's awesome.
It is very good. Yeah, the battery life is surprisingly good. Like if you just play like Game Boy, Dreamcast, all those kind of games, ones that are less demanding, it's like a solid 8 to 10 hours of battery life.
Well, that's like that fucking Ambernick thing I have, dude. That thing lasts for, like, I hardly ever charge it, and I use it all the time.
I took it apart to check it out because people were talking about the cooling not being, or needs to get better because the fan's really loud, and I think I figured out why that is. So,
Is that your video tomorrow?
Thinking about it. Might be the move.
Charles, emulators are very easy nowadays. It's very plug and play.
They've gotten better.
Especially if you just want to fucking, if you don't care about upscaling and stuff, you just want to actually play the game, like, it's very simple.
Yeah, I was playing Mario Baseball in here, but like now they have it like this, so it's set up like a UI to where, I mean, you have all those emulator videos up now, Sean. People can see, but just real quick, like they have it set up like this, where it's literally a menu with cover art. Like it gets the cover art itself, and it just points at a folder and goes through it and finds it. So it's like
no, show it again.
UI
Show it again.
easy.
Show it again. Show it again.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. There we go. Boom.
That's clean.
So the UI
what
is
one's
like
that again?
What's that?
What one is that? What's it called?
This is the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro.
Okay.
But
I low-key want to get like a handheld emulator like that, but I just want like the best one where I don't have to worry about it like not being around in a couple years. So
Well,
probably the Odin. Everyone loves this Odin 2.
Fuck that.
But that gets up to like $350 or something. Then, oh, dude, if I did a size comparison of this versus the ROG is like 4 times the size of this thing.
That's fine.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I have Anthony. I have a signed Hulk Hogan NWO WCW belt, and I have a Winged Eagle WWF Championship as well. Did you check the triggers on the Retroid Pocket 4? They are breaking so easily.
Hey, these are like analog too. I don't know if they're breaking. I've mostly used it this weekend.
Yeah, so Ken Hank sent me a new...
See, Josie? See? Look at that.
That's pretty rad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
As
right.
I was saying, Ken Hank sent me a new all-in-one mini console, like the one that I did last year, where it's essentially a pre-built mini PC that you don't really have to... All you have to do is double-click the operation file and get into it. But this one is like newer, has different games on it, and it can upscale games, which the previous one definitely struggled with. And it's priced at $329. So this could be really good. And I've told those motherfuckers, I'm like, hey, if you want me to, I will tell you a list of games that you need to because they always put some stupid shit on there, like that nobody fucking cares about. And I'm like, look, I will tell you what games that people will want on this, and to at least give them a good enough baseline to where, you know, they're not having to download shit day one that they actually want to play. They haven't taken me up on it, but I am excited for this thing because this could be like the perfect, because that's what I want for people, is like an all-in-one solution to where it's preloaded, it's set up, and it works. So this could be good.
theme. Can they do that?
That'd be nice.
Evan?
Ike Lewis with $5.
For money.
Evan.
That's not the right aspect ratio, though.
Which one is it?
That's the Wii one.
It's the Wii one.
No, but which
That's
country?
Oh, I don't know. I guess the
Probably
Does
it's
it
NTSC,
have
so US.
Does it have Tekken or so it says US? Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's the NTSC one.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sean Wave. Today we have Upscaling, 40 years of WrestleMania, and Rest in Peace Stubbs from Happy Gilmore. Not wrong, Ike Lewis. Appreciate the dono, broski.
I just did widescreen. Evan or Sean, I just did widescreen on the Wii 480, the 480p.
Nobody wants widescreen
Progressive
on the
scan?
Wii. They want 4:3.
What? No.
Yes, John, that's the way God intended it.
Is it?
Yes.
Who's God?
It has widescreen right in the.
Where can I
it
find them?
has widescreen in the settings though.
Well, if a game has widescreen support, that's fine. It has to be native widescreen. I don't want the fucking stretched out bullshit.
Well, it's for Tatsunoko versus Capcom, so they had that set up.
That's fine.
Runs at 60 though. It's a nice one there.
How do I feel about Cody not main eventing WrestleMania? We talked about it earlier, but definitely he's in bitch mode with that. Like, he's just a bitch. And, like, no matter what happens, like, he just smells like a bitch. It's embarrassing.
I feel like in a few minutes we're gonna hear like your door just get ripped off its hinge, and like we're gonna hear some yelling, and then the stream's just gonna cut.
I mean,
if
it happens, it happens.
You see these people driving around wearing the Apple Vision Pro?
Driving with it?
Yeah, the Tesla thing was crazy.
That's a terrible idea.
You're just gonna kill everyone. It's such a bad. It's so bad.
Our law enforcement spends so much money telling people not to look at their cell phones while driving,
and
and here we are, just like go into alternate reality.
Put the phone in your head. So Intellivision Amico is just a phone app now, and if they sell enough games, they'll maybe make a physical controller. Also, DJC is still Juggalo Guy Fieri. Yeah, he's definitely very Juggalo. But he's also, I think he's from that area where ICP is. Yeah, I haven't kept up too much. I watched that, who's that dude, Goose? That dude makes some funny fucking videos. I enjoy those. But yeah, that whole saga, man. Like, if you haven't, you know what? If you haven't jumped off that ship yet, shout outs to you. Because you will believe in anything. You will believe and manifest something, and hey, good luck. Yeah, I had the component cables for the Wii as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people did. I used to use it on my small screen that I had for HD television.
Different from the GameCube when those cables ended up being like $100 some odd after a couple
yeah,
years.
because they were the official joints.
Yeah,
that was crazy. But the GameCube benefited from it. Like, games look so much better.
They do.
Yeah, fuck a autonomous car, bro. Just like take a taxi or a train or something. Like, what are we doing
Hey,
here?
people do that on YouTube. They'll take one of those and they'll record the whole thing. It's so weird looking to just have a car drive you around and there's no one in the driver's seat. Apparently, if you mess with the car, the company will call you and be like, "Stop touching this stuff."
That's no, man. Like, people don't realize that, like, all that 1984 Big Brother shit, like, it's already happening. But motherfuckers are like, yeah, put a chip in my head. That's cool. Oh yeah, you know, full electric car that can be shut off at any time, anywhere, because, you know, I don't have full control over it. Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. I love that idea. Like, nah. Not for me, bro. I'm good with that. Ethan Miguel, both words, $5 dono. I used to have Google Glass. Driving with AR is actually proven safer because you won't take your eyes off the road. John, you've been debunked.
Yeah, that's got to be a joke.
He drove with AR. He used to have Google Glass. You're saying Ethan Miguel, both words, is a jokester, a liar, a prankster?
Yes.
How small of a pool is that research? Because I feel like anything else in life, if you hand something amazing or fun or cool to greater humanity, it's gonna get fucked up.
The Casual Noob Gamer with the $1.99 says, watch the Casual Noob Gamer on YouTube and Twitch. Hey.
There you go.
There you
Check them out.
Go. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe... No, I don't know. I don't like wearing glasses when I drive most of the time either. Maybe some sunglasses, but they got to be like particular sunglasses. Like, I lost my favorite pair of sunglasses that I've had for like 12 years. And I had to buy another pair, and like the sun, like in the bottom corner of my eye, it like peeks through when I'm driving, and I'm like, this sucks. I don't like this. Ethan Miguel, 2 words, says, no joke. Basically, you can have your map and all your text up in front of you and respond by voice without ever taking your eyes off the road. Magic Crafters with a $1.99 donation. Spawnwave's government name is John Wave. Thank you for the donation, Magic Crafters. They're first on a live stream. Lydia says, check my gents. Sil, S-I-L, says you only use your left. Huh? I'm confused.
No, I think all you people are getting worked, by the way, by the rock thing.
How are we getting worked? They put up a fucking graphic saying it.
I think you guys are getting worked.
You're an idiot. The Gaming Troj with the $2 dono. Drink a game when RGC says not a Nintendo YouTuber. I only said it once today. Ethan Miguel, both words, says you have to think of it this way. The people would be texting and driving anyways. I don't text and drive.
We're just not.
Yeah,
We're just
I don't.
don't do
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
couldn't
do
do that. That's why there's so many accidents and people.
I don't even like talking on the phone while I'm driving. Like, even like the hands-free shit. Like, no, because you might piss me off while we're on the phone. Like, why are you calling me to begin with?
I feel like last year alone, my parents have a bunch of rental properties, and every single renter across all their properties all got rear-ended in the same year. Just like tons of them.
Yeah.
It happened to my
People don't
mom.
pay
It happened to my
attention.
mom, and it happened to my mom's new
Yeah.
husband. They both got rear-ended.
It's cool, and I
hand
can wear
check
AR
gentlemen.
goggles. It's great.
Oh, hand check, gentlemen. My sister-in-law thinks men only use their left hand to rub one out. Dude, that's like a stranger. Like, you sit on your left hand, you make it go numb. I mean, I've done that once or twice, but no, I'm a righty all the way. Like, look at my forearm muscle here compared to this one. Like, I mean, there's a
Peak Aftershow right
there's
now.
a definitive difference
Yeah,
here,
it's
pal.
truly crazy.
Ethan Miguel, both names or both words, says it's actually really great with the map. I used to bike everywhere with a map in my pocket in front of me, and now my directions without having to pull out the phone out of my pocket.
Biking is probably a little bit different though. That's not quite as life ending as driving.
Turn right onto this sidewalk.
Yeah, like I'll use voice
Watch.
command for like the navigation shit. A nice Google lady for all I'm going somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. Lefty. No. I mean, unless you're a left-handed person.
Well, most people have their mouse in their right hand, so that's how they browse while they do it.
Like, yeah, I gotta stop. You let it play, though. You know what I'm saying?
You can always find more. Make multiple windows on your screen. Over inundate yourself until you black out.
Or you could have a touch screen and then switch between the tabs with the lefty.
Oh, is that what you do with your Steam Deck?
No, Chromebook.
Ah.
Who watches porn on a Steam Deck? I remember.
Possibly you. I don't know.
I remember on my modded Xbox, my old manager from GameStop modded my Xbox for me. Put like NES, N64, like a bunch of shit on there. And one of them was Game Boy Advance. And we were scrolling through the list one day, looking at me and my buddy scrolling through the list looking for a game to play. And there was this weird movie file in there. And it was like a fucking...
Oh, dude, John and I used to repair laptops.
It was a Game Boy resolution porn that had been like converted to run on a Game Boy Advance. And I was like, what in the fuck is this? It was so grainy. Like, the chick was still hot, but I mean... I asked the dude, I was like, did you know about this? He was like, no. I was like, you're lying, dude. How powerful do you think that Switch will be, everyone? Sal. I think it'll be good enough.
Like PS4, a little bit better than a PS4, I'd assume.
PS4 Pro?
Yeah, perhaps.
Casual noob gamer. Imagine RGT can only watch the Knicks in the car. No, that car would probably be driven off of a bridge. But I mean, when you win 9 in a row, you're bound to lose at some point.
Imagine watching that in AR, just in a little corner on your screen while you're driving around. You are killing people.
Well, I did the shit on MetaQuest where you would watch a game and you would put yourself like courtside. And you would be like right there and like watching it. Like that was fucking cool. And like there was a bunch of people like arguing and fighting with each other, like other people that were watching the game. So it was always hilarious. The PDP guitar controller, I haven't seen anything on it. I'm sure John knows about it though.
Yeah, I talked about it.
We did a news report on it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't have a price or release date for it, but it's supposed to be coming out this year. It'll work with like Fortnite and Rock Band 4. Apparently it folds instead of the neck part break, like where it turned into two pieces, it just folds closed.
There's an analog stick on the back of the neck. Seems kind of cool.
Multi-plat or...
I think it's Xbox, PlayStation, probably PC as well, maybe.
Okay, so that would be multi-plat. Interesting.
I know if you mean like will it work on Switch.
What am I gonna play? What am I gonna fuck? I'm not fucking one of Kojima's
Fortnite.
Idiot characters.
Fortnite. They have the music stuff there, harmonics.
I don't play Fortnite, Jonathan.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what you could play. There you go. You get the PDP guitar.
Run duos.
See?
Does everybody on stream have a full driver's license? Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good question. Safa. Best Commodore 64 game? I've never played any of them. So I couldn't tell you. Not a console for me. Just a little before my time, and really like those computer things were more popular in the UK than they were here. Only thing I ever played on a computer was Jazz the Jackrabbit, Oregon Trail, And then that one time when my dad took me to the cokehead manager's house, who was also a drunk, one of his managers at Boston Chicken, and his son had a computer, and he had Doom, and I was jealous. I was like, this dude works for you, and his house is like way nicer than ours. What the fuck are you doing? Later, Jazz Man. Yeah, the kid had a computer and shit. Had like a 2-story house and shit. Rather than a small, modest ranch. It's like, what are you spending your money on, pal? Ford Taurus parked outside, like a grayish green. But I don't really know if he was a cokehead. I know he was a drunk because I think my dad ended up firing him because he came to work drunk one day at a Boston Chicken. But we were doing a thing with Boston Chicken where we were like doing a multiple sclerosis walk, and like we were giving out food to people. Like we weren't walking or anything like that, but we were giving out free food to people, and it was cold, and I was like, I need a jacket, and I didn't bring a jacket, so my dad started asking people if they had a jacket, and this dude, I think his name was Tim, he was like, yeah, I got one in my car. So he went and he gave me the jacket, and I was wearing the jacket, and it was one where it was like you put your hands in it, you know, it had like the side pockets. I put my hand in the side pocket, and I pulled out there was like a little baggie in there, and it was full of white stuff, and I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, so I went and got my mom, because I was like 9 or 10, and I was like, Mom. She's like, what? I was like, Tim just gave me this jacket. I think there's drugs in it. And she was like, what? And so I showed her the baggie, and she was like, so she went and got my dad, and my dad took a look at it, and he looked at Tim, and he like pulled him aside. He's like, that's not coke, is it? He was like, no, it's BC powder. And my dad took out the little baggie, tapped his finger in it, put it on his gum. He was like, all right, it's BC
used
powder.
His pinky nail. He was like, hang on.
No, my dad used to fuck around with that shit when he was young, but yeah, it was funny. I was like, fuck. Yeah, it ended up just being BC headache powder. He still got fired, though. I remember his kid was a ginger kid, too. He looked like the fucking kid from Problem Child. Fuck that kid. Dude sucks. All right, we're at the midnight hour, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Hope everyone enjoyed knowing which arm I use, and about the kid who looked like I'll throw John through a fucking window if I have to. Thank you to everyone who's a channel member. Thank you to everyone who donated. You guys are awesome. I'm going to make a conscious effort to stream this week, because next week won't be very good since my mom will be in town. I mean, the 2 weeks. But next week, let me just start over here. I'm going to make a very conscious effort to stream next week, because in 2 weeks, my mom will be in town. So, better to do it then when I'm not tied up with stuff. I got a video edited going up tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that, sharing my thoughts on something that allegedly happened today in the gaming industry. Go watch the other videos and watch them again if you already watched them. That's Josie Woe. She's writing in a book.
Yeah.
Evan's watching Bukkake. John is...
Not right now.
Oh, okay. John is reading a tofu recipe on RGT.